afternoon everybody. So I've come on today to show you a tutorial because I've been making pocket shakers and pocket shaker cards. I think I might have perfected it, I don't know. I've done a dummy run on one of them. It's turned out pretty okay, so I've come on to show you how to do them. So I had these aren't cards, but I had these, and these are like photo albums, and I got these, I think it was last year, from Poundland, and they come in a pack of 8, and as you can see they're already cut out, which is brilliant for me. So if you have these, please have a go at making them. So I'm going to show you how I've actually done it. So first of all, I got this, and I've got some double-sided sticky tape, and what I'm going to do is put it all around the album. You'll have to bear with me, I did have a practice, I'm just hoping it goes okay. So I'm putting the double-sided sticky tape all around this part. I mean, this is simple and easy for anybody to do. So I'm putting it around all the sides. I'll show you when I've done it. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm just concentrating. I hope you're all having a good day. The weather's really miserable here. Around dinner time as it was, or lunchtime as people like to say. In Liverpool we call it dinner time. It was really foggy. And it was really foggy last night as well. And it's cold and damp. I hate it when it's like this. It makes me miserable. So I thought I'll come out and I'll do some crafting, take my mind off it. As you can see, I'm using the double-sided tape, the red one, because this one's super strong. I mean, I could have used glue, but I prefer to use this. Because I think it's easy and better to use. So, as you can see, I've put the double-sided tape all around and on the bottom here. So I just need to cut off these little extra bits here because I don't need them at the bottom. Oh, missed a bit. As I said, these are pretty easy to do. Well, I've found them easy. I mean, once you've finished it, I mean, you could stick it on a card if you wanted to, or just leave it as it is, as a little shaker pocket. So, what I'm going to do, because this is a pain, because it's really, really good tape, it takes me a while to get the red bit off the actual tape. And I was doing this before straight away, but now because I'm videoing, it's not playing ball. And please, if there's any children watching, it's not made for children because I'm using sharp objects. So really, all you need is a couple of items. I mean, I should have showed you all that you needed so you can get the stuff ready, but you'll see it as I go along. And this one doesn't want to come off at all. I'm so sorry about this, guys. There we go. It's sticking to my fingers. My desk is a bit of a mess. But what's new with us crafters? I'm sure I must clean it at least, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. And I don't know why. I suppose it's because I don't want everything lying around in case the grandkids get it. With there being sharp objects. But they're firmly locked away from them anyway. These just don't want to seem to come off. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying my best to do this. I'm at 5 minutes and yeah. That's better. So, I've just had it. There we go. Let's move that out of the way. So I've got that, as you can see, all the way around. So I cut a piece of acetate before to stick onto the window. I have got an anti-static bag. I purchased this off eBay the other day, and it was, I know you can make your own because I've seen on YouTube you can actually make your own, but I couldn't be bothered, so I ordered this and it was £3.50 I think. So to stop the sequins from sticking, you just pat it gently and then rub it. And I'm actually made up with this because when I was doing them the other day, they were actually, the sequins were sticking. So I'm going to stick this, I've cut most of it to size, I'm going to stick this on the back of it, as you can see, like this. It looks a little bit dusty. Excuse me. Now what I'm going to do is take this one. I'm just looking at what I've done. Yeah, take this one and I'm going to get some double-sided foam tape. This is from Poundland. I used it and it's super sticky. So, because it's not the length that I want it, oh, sorry, the length or the width, you'll have to bear me with this. I'm going to have to cut it and cut it down to size. As you can see, it comes off in pieces, but that doesn't bother me because it's only going around here anyway. So, I stick it around the side, just make sure it's not popping out. As you can see, I'm sticking it around the side. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry about the glare. I'll put something underneath it. As you can see, I'm sticking it around the edges. Excuse me. The only problem with this tape and it being double-sided and the scissors, it just sticks to it. But luckily enough, I can cut some off. And if you find it's too wide, just cut it down a bit more. I mean, I think you can get this foam tape in different widths, but I'm just working with this from Poundland. And Poundland haven't asked me to mention this at all. No, in no way, shape or form. So, it's a bit fiddly with it being a wide one. So we'll stick that there. Just make sure nothing's sticking up. And because this is a wider piece, we'll stick this at the bottom here. I will show you in a minute, guys. And try and get it right up to where you just want the sequins to be. Like this. As you can see, I'm going around it. And I'll have to give these scissors a good clean when I've finished because they're super sticky now. So we'll carry on. As you can see, it's just breaking in my hand. This is what was happening to me when I was doing it before, but it doesn't bother me. I'll just carry on with it. I mean, I've got foam squares, but it took me forever. And I thought, this is the quickest way. Everything's sticking to me. This is the quickest way to do it. And we need a tiny piece for there. But what we'll do, because of waste not, want not, this can go right at the bottom. Right up against here. And I have got foam squares somewhere which will make it easier for me. Because I can cut these exactly down to size. These are the ones from Poundland as well. So it does make it a lot easier for me to do it this way too. Just fill in the gaps. Just make sure I know where I'm going. Cut this down to size. Let's see if that fits. Just check it's not overhanging. It's overhanging just a tiny bit, so I'll trim it. And we'll stick that there. And then I need just cut that out of the way. Just to see where I'm going. But these foam squares are actually good, these bigger ones. I just don't want nothing to fall out. And they are a lot easier to cut with them being paper on both backs. I've got a tiny piece here to do. As I said, I don't want any gaps. Yeah, the acetate, that bag just stops the sequins from sticking to it. So I'm glad that that came today. So that's why I thought I'll come on here and show you. So as you can see, it's all covered with the foam tape. So where's my sequins? I'm going to take these off first. Take all this off. Oh, I've missed a bit. That's a problem with it being white and clear and see-through, as you always miss some. So, take this off, and we'll put that there. I have a tiny piece that I need here. Luckily enough, I've got this. Where it wants to go in. There we go. So, as you can see, all the tape's around. Looks a bit of a mess, but you'll see. It won't be. I hope. So, we need to take all this tape off here. Which only takes 2 minutes anyway. And my desk looks a mess again. There's a bundle here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. There's a bundle there. I really need to clean it because I need to put them away. So we're just taking this off. And we're missing a piece, which I didn't know about. Either that or it's come off in my hand. So let's put that there. My fingers are sticking to it all, which is typical. Let's move that. And what I found when I got this anti-static bag is, because all the sides are really, really sticky, just make sure I took everything off yet, and the sequins were actually sticking, I had an idea and I thought, if I rub just the edges, as you can see, I'm just rubbing the edges with the anti-static bag, it actually stops the stickiness, well, most of it, from being really sticky. And you can feel, if you rub your fingers down, I mean, I suppose you could use a tiny bit of talc on your finger, because there's like talcum powder on this. It should work. I'm hoping it works. I'm just finding where I need. As you can see, so that's what I've done there. So, I'll just leave that there a moment. And what I've done is, I got the other photo frame and I lined it up with this frame. I just have to be careful with this being super sticky, because if I rip it, I'll tear the frame and I don't want to do that. So there's the frame made, as you can see, and just the one piece of acetate. And I've got these, I know it's Let It Snow range, I know it's Christmas, but it's silver and white, and I've got silver and white on here. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle them in there. But first of all, I got this card from Create and Craft, and what I've done, I've cut it out the same size as the frame, as you can see. Sorry about the glare. So it'll be that way around. So I'm going to get my double-sided tape again, wherever I've put it. Oh, where have I put that? Why is it I put things down and they disappear? I kind of rolled away. I do have another roll here somewhere. Ah, there it is. See, amongst me mess. So what I've done is, as I've done with the first lot, put more double-sided tape across. Just make sure it doesn't go overlap at the top. Oops. I mean, you don't have to use the red double-sided tape if you haven't got any. I suppose any double-sided tape would be good. Excuse me. Put them around the sides. This is the easiest way I've found to do this. And with it being my first time, I thought, why not? I know other people have their own methods, but I've found this method easier for me. So, and then again at the bottom, we'll put the 3 lines across. I've cut them over a bit because I'll trim it when I've done it. This is so super sticky, guys. And the last one at the bottom, we'll put this very near the edge. So, as you can see, let's put that there. I'll put it right round the edges, as you can see. So I'm just going to trim these end bits what are sticking out. And then we're going to remove them, and let's hope they come off easier than the first lot. They seem to be coming off a lot easier now. Practice makes perfect. That's annoying me. I've got little bits all stuck to my fingers. Sorry, guys. Why is it? Whenever you do a tutorial and you do a practice run before you even start to film it, it goes all wrong. Sod's law. I'm so sorry for taking so long, guys. I really am. But this piece just doesn't want... Thank you. And this piece doesn't want to go either. There we go. So, I'm going to get my sequins. I have got, I know it sounds daft, but because I don't want them to go everywhere, I've got a tiny little plastic spoon so we can put them in. I mean, some people just sprinkle them in, but I don't want to do that. That way I can keep them all together. So we take the piece of card, wherever I put it. We take the piece of card and stick it to the back, like so. So the mirror is shining. I mean, some people like to do coloured and whatnot. I'll just give it a good press, and lo and behold, a shaker pocket. Sorry about the glare. So that's my shaker pocket, and I've got the white and the silver sequins in. I could put this onto a card, or you could put a sentiment on the bottom and send it to somebody, or decorate around it. So that's what I made. And as you can see, because I put the anti-static around the edges of the foam, it's not sticking. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, and thank you for watching, and bye.